A post from his wife, Rachel Kolisi, asking the nation to pray for the Springbok captain, painting a bleak picture of the extent of Kolisi's injury. The Sharks flanker got injured in a rugby championship game against Munster on Saturday. With his knee and leg strapped, he tried to play on, but had to leave the field not long after that incident.
Shall I say, the secrecy around the injury kind of tells you everything you need to know. It's Tuesday. The Sharks usually don't send a medical report because of the Protection of Personal Information Act, but usually on request you are allowed to know who's available and who's not at the very least. But nothing coming from the box, nothing coming from the Sharks kind of tells you. And there was a post from Rachel Kolisi, Siya Kolisi's wife, asking for prayers. But we understand, of course, from insiders inside the Springbok and the Sharks environment that things are not looking good for Siya Kolisi for the World Cup.
SABC News then reached out to the Sharks for an official comment or an update regarding the injury. The initial reporting saying, Siya is seeing a specialist and our medical team will update accordingly. When the extent of the injury is confirmed, Kolisi will be caught between a rock and a very hard place, potentially do surgery and be out for the remainder of the season, or stick it out with rehabilitation and miss the start of the new season for his new club in France.
Well, it's decision-making time either way. You know, he is in a race against time. I mean, people have been advised not to go for surgery, and some of them have come back from just rehabilitation. But this is tough. I mean, especially for Siya's position. But everything now is pointing towards Siya Kolisi's World Cup. I don't think he's even thinking about the Rugby Championship. I think he's thinking about making that trip to France to defend that Rugby World Cup they won in 2019.
Herein lays the Springbok management's headache. With Siya Kolisi out, what now? Who will lead the Boks to their World Cup defense? And what impact will his absence have on the Springboks and the future of the team?
It becomes very open-ended. A lot of people will immediately jump to Dwayne Vermeulen, who was very, very close to captaining this team. In fact, he was the captain the year before Siya Kolisi was chosen to lead South Africa in 2019. But of course, it's Stephen Kitsoff, URC winning captain in the front row, the Stormers captain at the moment, who, funny enough, is also on his way to Ulster at the end of this particular season. So those two are the immediate names, but there's Eben Etzebeth, who's captain of the Springboks as well in 2017 under Alistair Coetzee, when Warren Whiteley was not available, Siya Kolisi as his vice captain. So the names are out there, but Eben is, of course, also battling to come back from the shoulder injury suffered against Munster in the Champions Cup. So race against time. We don't know who's going to captain the Boks. We don't know who's going to fill that number 6 spot as well for Siya Kolisi's jersey. You know, at number 6, it's a very important position, especially for the way the Springboks play. They don't play with the traditional fetcher.
Kolisi became the Springbok captain in 2018 and became the first black man to lead the national team at a Rugby World Cup and win the tournament. If he were to be ruled out of action for the year, Springbok management will have to scramble for a suitable replacement ahead of the World Cup, starting on the 8th of September. Tabiso Sitola, SABC News.